Hello everyone, this is my reaction video to yesterday's ISC Galaxy Class.
The ISC Galaxy is a multi-role vessel with true modularity.
Pause. Wow, modularity, you mean modularity like Vanguard books, Battlefield upgrade kits, still not in the game. Modularity like Caterpillar modules, haven't heard anything of it in the last 4 years. You mean modularity like switching between Avenger versions, not in the game. Modularity like you have to buy a Talon or a Shrike because you cannot change. Modularity like you have to buy an Ion or Inferno because it would ask too much just to change the guns. And now we are getting a new ship, Galaxy Class, that brings modularity back to the table. I am sure this is just around the corner.
That has different sections of the middle of the ship that can be changed out to support significant and real gameplay loops.
Pause. Yeah, this sounded like you were reading off a paper. So how are we changing this? I guess we are using a multi-tool and a magical beam, right? She's looking good, but how much will she be? My guess is 600 to 700.
Starting at the bridge, it's a central bridge that looks down onto the main part of the ship. Directly behind that, in the top deck, you have the habitation section. So you'll have a shared habitation space, and then moving further back, you have individual bedrooms, as well as the captain having their own office as well as bedroom. Behind that, you have the engineering section that looks down onto the hangar area. And it's probably one of my favourite parts of the ship, because it has a nice look down onto the actual hangar, which is a rear loading hangar. The floor beneath that is where the module is, within the centre of the ship. It's a relatively large space for the different modules you might need. And directly connecting to the module section, there's the hangar.
So the 3 modules that are available are a cargo module, which increases the cargo capacity of the ship significantly.
There's a refinery module, which is, it's got a sweep mechanism with the underneath where the cargo ramp opens, and we've got the saddlebag deposit. So this thing's going to work really well with something like a prospector.
And then the last one is a medical module.
The medical module is split into 2 halves. So in the very centre, there's a lift that'll bring you up, so if there's anyone injured in a vehicle, you can get them straight into the actual medical wings. Alternatively, you can use the hangar at the back to fly someone in and unload them into the actual Galaxy. Inside the actual medical wing, you have an assortment of different tiered med beds for whatever injury the person might have sustained. One day might decide that them and all their friends are going to go out and do a load of mining and refining, making lots of money from gathering resources. But then the next day might decide that they want to do some cargo hauling across the verse, so they go from one system to another, transporting huge amounts of goods. The next day they might decide that them and their friends want to have a battle, so they need someone to be able to heal people.
I think she looks very interesting, but once again, how are we changing modules to make it look like it can be done in a few hours? And who is carrying our modules around the universe? I don't think we can strap them onto the Galaxy. Yeah, and how are we changing those modules? Multi-tool? Magical beam? It would be nice if you would have said anything about this. Second part was medical pieces, but I already made a video about this on my channel. See you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. I mean, the sounds are messed up anyway. For example, when you're on space stations in an elevator to your hangar, you can hear all kind of sounds. Oh! Flicker, I went up internal elevator and I died. Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter. My Twitter account is Camural_SC.